What's going on, guys? This is Makai San. So we got a Bleach IGN interview, or more so a sit down with the producer of Bleach Rebirth of Souls, and the article is written by Isaiah Colbert. So he had written this out. So we're going to be going over exactly what was discussed and kind of breaking down each of the questions, or more so things discussed in that nature. So basically, he outlines first that this game, Bleach Rebirth of Souls, was revealed to us at Anime Expo, and just like Spark and Zero, this game has high expectations and people are anticipating it. So then they say that IGN spoke with producer Katsuki Suzuki about how the game would differentiate itself from other titles in the series and what players can expect from its swordplay centric combat once it's released onto the systems that it's coming to. Then he adds, anime arena fighters have a track record of having a short shelf life in players' minds, in particular because their gameplay tends to lack depth beyond the bread and butter strategies that are sussed out with the honeymoon period of the release. No shade to this guy, but I still see a lot of those games still being played despite the claim. Typically, games usually stop being played when there's no content to interact with and the game's not getting updates. But last I checked, several of the anime games that are being put out are still getting updates, so people are still interacting with them. So I would not say they have a short shelf life, but I would say that they do tend to lack depth when it comes to strategies and combat in said games. So I will agree with that. But the first thing that the producer says is while developing the game as an action fighting game, they delved into details from Bleach like Reishi, Konpaku, spiritual power, spiritual pressure. And after looking into that, they were surprised by how the worldview had been created in detail and how well those features aligned with their game concept in the fighting action genre, as he says. So pretty much they had delved into Bleach to get a better understanding of it, and once they realized a lot of the concepts that they probably had initially planned for the game actually aligned pretty well with the genre and fighting of Bleach. Then he says, for example, Konpaku, which represents the concept of soul in Bleach, is constructed with Reishi. Drawing inspiration from that concept, we set Reishi as a health gauge in the game, and players can break the Konpaku to decrease Reishi, he added. We introduced systems that allow players to experience reversals such as breaking Konpaku with a single strike, or enhancing power through transformations to facilitate breaks. So then, after going through that, Suzuki actually makes a comparison to a couple games for Bleach Rebirth of Souls. So the writer of the article says that in action game layman's terms, Rebirth of Souls combat is like a passe Sekiro I feel like he's trying too hard to add flair to the writing, but pretty much he says that this is kind of a combination of Sekiro's stagger swordplay, Tekken 7's reversals, and Smash Bros. Ultimate stock health bar system, wherein players win battles by destroying an opponent's 9 stocks or Konpaku. But the producer, person I'm going to personally take at word, states that the established action games like Naruto, Storm Games, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, All-Star Battle R, Tekken 7, and Fighter Z were kind of the games considered, or that's how the action would kind of align with. But then after that, the producer adds that Bleach is loved by fans worldwide, so they have been eager for the opportunity to work with the IP. Then he says that we know there is a strong enthusiasm for Bleach fans, and we wanted to develop a new Bleach game for modern high-spec platforms, especially since the 20th anniversary of its anime is around the corner. The second section goes over the battle shonen fighting game. Now again, the writer of the article does a bunch of prattle, so I'm just going to go to the parts in which case that matters. So the producer then says, our game concept revolves around the reversal experience, and each character is really unique, especially their Zanpakuto, which offers multifaceted abilities. He adds, Then he states each character retains distinct features. Some characters excel in speed, while others focus on heavy power, and some are good at attacking from distance. So we can already think of characters like that. Ichigo might be a speed character, a heavy character might be someone like Yami, and a character attacking from distance would be Uryu. Then he continues, additionally, each character can enhance their abilities through awakening. In that regard, some characters are easy to handle, even for casual gamers, while others cater to that of the core action gamers, people who are more experienced with the games. However, every character has a chance to reverse the situation, ensuring that they have an equal chance at victory. So basically, the writer basically tried to say that, well, the Spark and Zero producer said that, hey, the game is not balance. While this game is balanced, I get like he tried to make a comparison when a producer didn't even make that comparison. So basically what Spark and Zero basically said is that it's not meant to be fair, so that characters like Hercule will have disadvantages, but that doesn't mean you can't win with Hercule. In fact, they said that you could win if you have the skills understood. But in terms of the Bleach game, it's more balanced in a sense that everyone has an equal chance to win. So using what they have can allow you to get the victory. Using what the game has to offer can get you a victory. But again, continue. From there, we then go into the next section, the announcement, screenshots, and some other stuff. So then, last bit, producer adds, each of the previous Bleach games published by other companies have different features, and all of them capture the charm of Bleach. The development team played these games before starting development of Bleach Rebirth of Souls and really enjoyed them. We learned the core features of Bleach like Bankai, integrated them into necessary components of an action game. Thanks to the capabilities of new generation platforms, we tried to create a Bleach game that delivers cutting-edge visual expression in battle. And then the last bit they add is that this is the first Bleach game that Bandai as a company is introducing, and it's been a while since the last game was introduced, so we thought it would be great to introduce these characters from the original arc to the Arrancar time period and introduce the history of these characters, how they met, and how battles have taken place. So that's pretty much everything that was discussed in the interview. Again, like I said, the producer added his own stuff to it to kind of add context to what the producer was saying, or his version of what he believed the producer was saying. But that's it. What do you guys ultimately think? I do think there's a lot of interesting things that are discussed in this interview, and I'm going to go ahead and go over those separately. So make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe. I'm Makai San. I'll catch you guys later.